happy gaming review of Find Matt's Cats. 84 levels of cat-based corporate espionage. The studio was falling apart when I took the case. Not the game studio, the actual one. 4 friends, one struggling video game studio, and a crisis so severe it could only be described with the kind of seriousness reserved for tax audits and haunted basements. The cats were missing. I was hired as a specialist. My credentials? A sharp eye, a steady hand, and an unhealthy willingness to click on suspiciously cat-shaped shadows. The work began as a scenic scavenger hunt, a point-and-click hidden object pilgrimage across 84 handcrafted levels, each one packed with the kind of hand-drawn clutter that makes you feel like you're rummaging through the world's cutest junk drawer. At first, I followed the obvious leads. A tail behind a plant, ears peeking from under a chair. The unmistakable silhouette of a cat who thinks being found is a negotiable concept. But the deeper I went, the stranger the assignments became. Because the game doesn't just hide cats, it hides everything. Thousands of items scattered across scenes like the artist sneezed adorable collectibles. It's the kind of search that can stretch into a long, satisfying sit-down, because the case file promises 20+ hours of gameplay. If you're the sort of detective who can't leave a single object unfound, that's when my favorite mechanic revealed itself. The hunt respects your mood. You can pick from 3 difficulty modes, and they don't just change numbers, they change your goals, which makes replaying feel like revisiting the same town with a different job title. Easygoing, I'm here for vibes days, covered. I want this to be a proper puzzle days, also covered. Then came the side investigations, spot the difference challenges and other secret game modes, like the case kept unfolding into smaller cases. It's playful that way, constantly offering a new format just before your eyes get tired of one. But the real twist was the narrative I wasn't expecting to care about, a meta-story about game development and friendship. As I clicked through scenes, the missing cats turned into a thread that tugged at something bigger, how people stay together when money's tight, deadlines are mean, and the work you love starts to feel like a weight. It's sweet, and it's sincere, and it makes the scavenger hunt feel like you're helping hold a little world together with every object you find. Occasionally, the file got weird. The game warns you about dark humor, and then, kindly, lets you turn it off. It's disabled by default for a family-friendly vibe, which is honestly the most polite a joke has ever been. And it piles on accessibility options so you can play at your pace, because nothing kills cozy faster than a game that rushes you through a joke you didn't ask for. When I finally returned to the studio with the last cat accounted for, the team looked at me like I'd solved a murder. I hadn't. I'd solved something harder. 84 tiny problems that all demanded attention, patience, and a willingness to laugh at the absurdity of searching for a cat that is quite clearly, directly in front of your face. That's the magic of Find Matt's Cats. A long, handcrafted hidden object journey that's generous with content, flexible with challenge, and sneakily heartfelt. Like someone hid a whole keep going, you're doing fine message inside a pile of adorable nonsense.